You have to learn that as you walk on this path, you must stay neutral. When people interpret what's going on with you or what you're being exposed to, you have to make sure that you know your intention and you have to be accountable for your own actions. They didn't use this angle, which to me makes me laugh, because I go, oh, I get it. You made it look the way you wanted it to look. But that, and if you hold it, you know how you hold it and it does the thing where, can you hear all the people? If you tap it or something, it's a live picture. You see what I mean? It's like, here we are, just listening to music. Finished, took the thing off, said whatever I said to him, left.
Cuba getting involved in regards to the Diddy story, the cases, whatever's going on. For you as your older brother, how do y'all handle that conversation in regards to just his name being in the mix?
Cuba Gooding Jr. is finally speaking out, and he's revealing how Diddy allegedly forced him into straight up satanic situations. Horseplay, if you will. Ever since Diddy got arrested, Cuba's name has been thrown around a lot, considering his past is just as creepy. Cuba's been quiet the entire time, but it seems like the time has come for him to stand on business and expose the truth. And it looks like he might have been a victim of Diddy too. So here's the deal. Allegedly, Diddy pulled some wild moves behind the scenes. It's been said that Diddy allegedly forced Cuba into some horseplay when they were working together. And in case you are wondering what horseplay is, you probably have heard that alleged audio of Meek and Diddy, right? Well, this is almost similar, but more crazy, as it had more than one person involved. To fully understand how Cuba Gooding Jr. ended up in the middle of this mess, we need to rewind and look at the lawsuit that started it all. It all started back in February 2024 when Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a music producer, filed a lawsuit against Diddy alleging SA and harassment. The lawsuit was bombshell enough on its own, but things took an even darker turn when on March 25th, the lawsuit was amended to include Cuba Gooding Jr. as a co-defendant. According to Jones, the Academy Award-winning actor was involved in some shady, unwelcome activities during a trip on Diddy's yacht, and the details are disturbing. The lawsuit initially detailed how Diddy allegedly forced Lil Rod into extremely compromising situations. The allegations include forcing Jones to solicit S-workers, including little people, and participate in acts that were not consensual. To make things worse, Jones claimed that some of these S-workers were spiked under Diddy's orders. It's absolutely wild. One of the most shocking parts of the original complaint was when Lil Rod described waking up without clothes and disoriented in a bed with Diddy and two S-workers, believing he had been spiked. As if that wasn't enough, he claims Diddy was grooming him for his friends, and that one of those friends was none other than Cuba Gooding Jr.
When you see Cuba Gooding fighting a case here in New York, when he said the girl was saying that he was and everything like that, I'm glad they didn't show that picture at his trial.
Now this is some crazy info, and it ties in with all the other lawsuits. Allegedly, Diddy would manipulate new and naive artists in the name of achievements, slowly and steadily teaching them how to seduce and service someone. Then he would give away all these people to his friends as some sort of master-slave relationship. According to Lil Rod, Cuba wasn't just a bystander or an innocent party in this whole mess. He was allegedly directly involved in the SA that took place on Diddy's yacht. Lil Rod claims that Cuba engaged in unwelcome advances towards him during the yacht trip, which were part of a much larger pattern of behavior orchestrated by Diddy and his associates. For Lil Rod, what started as a promising opportunity in the music world turned into a nightmare where his personal space, safety, and well-being were violated by some of the most powerful people in the industry. And now, Cuba Gooding Jr. is caught up in all of this.
Cuba Gooding Jr. was so close to that man. I would thought that was his lady.
It's important to point out here that Cuba Gooding Jr. has denied the allegations, saying that he was sucked into the mess by manipulation. According to reports, Cuba blames all the substances that Diddy provided him, saying they were laced and it made him forget and do things at the hand of someone else. But honestly, seeing Cuba's name brought up in that lawsuit isn't that surprising, because this isn't the first time Cuba Gooding Jr. has found himself in the middle of such allegations. Nope. In fact, his recent legal drama is just one chapter in a troubling history that seems to be repeating itself.
Cuba Gooding Jr. has pleaded guilty to forcible touching after a years-long investigation. The Oscar award-winning actor accused of violating 3 different women at Manhattan night spots. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of touching a woman inappropriately at a nightclub.
The lawsuit points out that Gooding, once an A-list actor, has fallen from grace due to several SA lawsuits, not to mention a recent guilty plea for SA. Back in 2022, Gooding pleaded guilty to forcible touching at a New York City nightclub after being accused of mistreating 3 different women across 3 different Manhattan spots between 2018 and 2019. But wait, it gets worse. Prosecutors revealed that over 30 women came forward with groping accusations against him. That's a huge number, right? And all of this is coming from someone who once had a stellar career in Hollywood, including an Oscar. So when you think about it, it's clear this isn't just a one-time slip-up. There's a pattern, but it seems like the drama runs even deeper than just the allegations against Cuba. Omar Gooding, Cuba's own brother, has come forward with some shocking comments. According to him, their mother actually told him to talk to Cuba about the Diddy stuff and the other allegations swirling around, hoping he would give him some guidance.
Why are you on TMZ every other weekend, half kid talking about wild? Why?
That did happen.
And no, he's always on TMZ, and it to me, it goes back to the age difference. My mom would call me like, call your brother. I'm like, why? Why? He's not gonna listen to what I say. I'm the little baby brother in his eyes. I could be 37, 47, or 57. I'm still the baby fucking brother.
But Omar says Cuba didn't listen. And you know what? Despite everything going on, Omar still sees Cuba as his little brother, someone he'll always look out for no matter what. It's gotta be tough to be in that position. And the internet is not holding back either. People are lighting up social media with their thoughts on Cuba's involvement in all this. One comment said, Cuba Gooding Jr. is part of the wheel. Don't let him fool you. Another chimed in, Cuba's sitting there lying with a straight face. He's always been a good actor. The shade is real, y'all, but honestly, can we blame them? With all the twists and turns in this story, it's hard not to look at every move with a skeptical eye. But what do you think? Do you believe Cuba Gooding Jr. was really involved in all this? Or is it just a case of guilt by association? What does this reveal about the darker side of the entertainment industry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe because you definitely don't want to miss the next video. We've got even more juicy details about Diddy's empire